Well, good morning, everybody. Boy, this was a doozy. There's a lot that changed for Fire Emblem Heroes. Hero Tracker, Faye, all the keywords. Susan, did I hit them? Great. Um, let's kind of take our time through this because not only were there 3 updates to go through from the remix, the Hero Rises Engage Cup, and then also the Legendary and Mythic banner that just dropped today. Whew. There were at least like 6, 7, 8 updates outside of that that retroactively changed what was coming when for heroes that hadn't been on the banner yet. So I've been doing a lot of updating this morning. And as a side note, I may be changing up graphics on the channel soon, so just be aware of that. I know you guys are adverse to change sometimes, so I want to make sure that you're prepared for things to look maybe different in the nearest future. To start, and this is something I've been doing semi-recently, this is upcoming normal pool stuff, okay? And we'll have the main hero tracker with everything on it over here, okay? So if you kind of want to think about this as we go through, or, you know, if you want your own copy, I'll share it on Twitter. That is what that looks like overall. And yes, February and March are absolutely chaotic. That is 100% true. But the reason that I bring up the upcoming heroes down yonder is basically because any of these can show up within the next 3 to 4 months. Okay, they're not guaranteed necessarily, but we have seen Rearmed, we have seen Ascended, and then of course the new 5-star heroes that we get. Those are also included. So any of these kind of showing up, they usually appear in order of debut, kind of similar to how double special banners run for special heroes, but nothing's ever guaranteed, okay? So stuff might switch around a little bit. So just be thinking about that, I guess, as we go through, if you want. Any of these probably going to show up in the next 3 to 4 months, I would say pretty confidently, if not sooner. So just be aware of those. All right, so the good news, February did not change. Very exciting, very cool, very pog. The bad news, it's still a mess. So there's a lot of questions here, and it's become more prevalent, I think, in future months as well, where instead of only having 2 heroes on a remix banner per color, 3 to 4 is becoming the trend, which I'm not really sure how I feel about that. Badly. I feel badly about that mostly. So March, you can see, got a bit of an update. There are now even more potential remix heroes. I don't know what Mila's doing. Maybe they'll announce something next month. But they did slot Gateau for coming back in March already, which, you know, great. Love that. Problem is, Mila was already there alongside the boys. So I don't know what she's doing. I bumped her over because she's like the oldest of the 3. But I don't really have a good reason for putting her there, which is why she's got a question mark. Bramimond, Celica, likely to be remixed. Crom, Peony, likely to be remixed. I don't know what Mila's doing down there. So, she's just chilling, man. She's just hanging out. But maybe they do bump her over. Like, maybe they start introducing older Legends and Mythics into the remix banners, just not having them remixed right away. Like, that is kind of what I'm thinking they're probably doing with this. But then you have, you know, Red and Blue for March that clearly have 4 remixed heroes already remixed, established remixed heroes showing up in Red and Blue. 4-piece, that's weird. You know, that's weird. I can't explain it. I guess we'll find out soon. I have a feeling a lot will be explained in the anniversary. Okay, so I'm just kind of waiting on that. I'm confused, but I'm excited to see what they do, I guess. Anyway, Gato is coming back. He's down there. March, I think, is also your first chance to grab Embla on her first rerun. So give that a looky-loo if you're interested. Overall, kind of nuts. It gets less chaotic as we go, though, thankfully. So in due fashion, Arvel is coming back alongside Shez in April, which is fun. Mira and Plumeria both got bumped to April. They were slated to come back much later, like in the summer. Now they're in the spring. So that's cool, I guess, for funsies. Weird, but hey, that's what they're doing. So that's what I'm reporting on. So big changes to April. May, Veronica's back. Aelgard is likely remixed all alongside Leaf, who is also down there in the potential remix spots. Micaiah got bumped to May. I think she was originally coming back in June. Corrin's coming back in May now as well. And I don't think Blue or Green had changed. We had additional remixes fill in from this month, or last month, this month, January. So stuff like Fjorm, Tiki, Lin, Leaf, a lot of those are coming back from updates. Spooky Scary. So that's that. Oh boy, June. June also had some changes. Let me tell you. So Hell got bumped. Uller is now coming back. Okay. Nana's coming back. I think initially the only ones here were Lilina and Micaiah, but Micaiah got bumped to May, and now Lilina was the only one. But she's got some friends. This is also your first chance to get FOMORTIIS again, if you're interested in them. Not really sure what FOMORTIIS is. Demon. If you want the demon, that's your chance to get them. I guess them. So that is it. That's a long ways out, by the way. That's a pretty big jump. So given what's currently being color shared in Cullis now, alongside Arvel and Gato, I would say if you really want FOMORTIIS, now is the time to get him. Because that, brother, that's a long wait outside of there. Bonus, more than likely what we see in June is colorless. So that's something. We'll probably see a new Mythic or Legendary in June that's colorless. Maybe 2, maybe 3. I don't know. They're just adding double Mythic banner. Just out of nowhere. That's cool. I love that. The fear of missing out is real. FOMO, hello. July. July saw some updates. Mostly just stuff got removed. And then they put Altina and Reagan back in. So again, Altina's remix did just happen, as did Leaf's. If you want a chance to pick up Leaf again, he won't be back until May. And then Altina, sad face. I got hit with way too much stuff in January, and I had to prioritize. So no more Altina merges for this guy until July. Feels bad. But summer can't be that bad for me again this year, right? Surely not. Surely they wouldn't do that 2-3 years in a row. So Altina's coming back in July alongside Reagan. One in Remix, one in Standard. I hope. Unless they drastically change something else up. And then we also have August, which is new. This is a new edition. Dimitri and Freya. Those are the only two come back in August. And then that's it. That's as far as we have gotten. So I'll show this again just in case you're wondering what everything looks like and why. Basically, you know, as traditionally, stuff gets more and more sparse the further you go out. Makes sense. I still don't know what is up with February and March, but I'm hoping all is revealed to us soon, because everything else kind of looks normal, which is weird. It doesn't look like they're starting to do remix banners every month now. Maybe they're doing 2 remix banners at a time, kind of like how they do the weekly revival stuff. They do 2 weekly revivals at a time, which they may start doing 3 now that I'm thinking about it. With the anniversary coming up, that may change too. A lot of anniversary things that are kind of still up in the air. A lot of that will be kind of dispelled in the next couple days, so hopefully this video ages well. If not, I will maybe do like an update, because the next 2 months are definitely very confusing. I don't blame you if you are confused. I am also confused. Let me know how confused you are in the comments down below. That's it for this. Also, shout out to members. Thank you to members for the channel, keeping the lights on over here. I appreciate you greatly. But that's that. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, be sure to show some appreciation on the video in whatever form you prefer. But that is it for me. So thank you again for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all of that stuff. The stuff that Susan tells me to tell you to do for me, for Susan. Just the middleman. And I will see you in the next one.